Hello everyone, I've been Hen, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. Right now I'm in a triathlon meet. Which is why you're just hanging out in the middle of the ocean. So who are you meeting? You're here by yourself. Anyways, last time we fought Blaine and then took on that nightmare Poliwhirl. I still am not entirely sure what happened. Hello, more turtle. It's always kind of interesting to see starters on random trainers. Is that gonna knock me out? No, but if you don't get paralyzed, then I might die. But you got paralyzed, so I did not die. Excellent. Sometimes you gotta take that risk. Pant. Well, you're not wearing pants, you're wearing a Speedo. Alrighty. Let us be off. Hate you. Oh, watch get a random wild Poliwhirl, even though that's not possible. Okay. Did not get a wild Poliwhirl. Suddenly the water decides to give me 1,000,000 encounters. It certainly didn't before at any point, but now... I don't know. I caught all my Pokemon at sea. So you have a team of Tentacle? Oh! I caught all my Pokemon at sea has a single Starmie. Yeah, I don't think you can claim an all Pokemon sort of thing. I mean, you can, and you would be correct, but it's not a very impressive feat if you only have a single one. Okay, you just do your thing, I guess. Okay, this time without any shenanigans, let's actually use Solar Beam. I still don't know what the hell that was. Again, the only thing I can think of is that it keeps Solar Beam. Like, in all the other generations it doesn't do that, but in this one it does. That was weird. And because of the sleep mechanics, I just couldn't get through. Like, if it was any other generation sleep mechanics, I would have woken up, fired a Solar Beam, and that Poliwhirl would have been out of my face, but not that one. I do like how that was a random trainer battle that I wasn't particularly underleveled for, and it's still a topic of discussion. That's how you do trainer fights. Or, that's how you not program a game. Either way, the lesson was learned. Keep me company till I get a hit. Insert drug joke here. Do you call it a hit when you're fishing? Again, I've already discussed me going fishing once in my life, so... No, I don't really know. Okay, not sure why you chose to do that. Or that, with your time. Okay, Seeking, you can stop. Seeking. Of course it hit all 5 times, why wouldn't you? Level 36. Only 4 more. What? Huh. Usually they lead with the weaker one, and then they switch to the stronger one later. I'll give you points for originality on that one, then. Okay. Yeah, 4 more levels until Rapidash. We might actually be able to get 1 before the league. Okay, let's... Hey, don't scare away the fish! I don't think you're the pile of the fabled Pile of Arcanine trainer. No, you're not. Okay, so to not fall into that same trap again, let's put this thing to sleep before it decides to clamp me. against them. It's definitely not the way now. Do you have a cloister because you're a predictable trainer? Yeah, you are very predictable, aren't you? I'll give credit to some of the other trainers we fought so far. They at least had a variety of stuff. And again, that one trainer did mix it up a little bit. I just read Cloyslipper because I went cross-eyed for a moment. Okay, bye, Cloyster. Nice knowing ya. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Okay. Don't care if you meant it. I still took it that way. Also, I love the design of this route. There was that, like, smattering of 5 trainers there. And then there's a bunch of nothing. And then there's 4 more just kind of clumped together. Yeah, here they are. What's wrong with me swimming? Not that. Oh! Oh, I guess that's why. I guess it's just a random gag that they had in here. It's kind of odd, but I'm fine with that. Because I don't remember that being a cue ball in later generations. Certainly not. It doesn't look like he has any, I mean, he has... Rap! Okay. I like my, cries of agony there for a second. And our tentacle. I fucking knew you were gonna do that. You're a piece of shit. I like Gen 1 because it's a broken mess. I hate Gen 1 because it's a broken mess. Can't make up my mind. No, I will make up my mind. I originally, there was a period of time where I kind of, thought these games were kind of crap. Obviously I grew up with them, then I thought they were kind of crap. But, now I appreciate that they're crap. They're in that nuanced position where they're absolutely shite, but I like them. Kind of like the original Metroid, where it's absolutely awful, but it's an awful game, but it's my awful game. I don't quite know if the original Zelda fits into that, because it's not completely broken. It's just kind of, like, archaic. Like, both this and the original Metroid are broken pieces of shit, and that's why I like them. Come on. Don't do this to me. Just... Okay, thank you for using Constrict like an idiot. Oh, my speed fell because I was outspeeding these things before. Yeah, Tentacruel is actually really good in this generation because it's fast and it can use Rap, which is a terrible combination. It doesn't particularly have any good sprites, though, I gotta say that much. Like, sometimes you have Pokemon where, like, either their red and blue sprites are good, or their, yellow sprites are good, but Tentacruel doesn't have any good ones. Actually, let me check its, green sprite, because I have my 3DS here with the, face plates with all the Pokemon on them. If I can find Tentacruel. Cheap shot! Yeah, I guess he was just changed to a regular swimmer later on. Where are you? I can't seem to find Tentacruel. I'll look for it in a second. Ricky. The sea cleanses my body and soul. I went to check at one point, and I think most of the Gen 1 Pokemon are on there. The only ones that are missing are, like, things in 3 stages. It's like, Metapod, Kakuna, Kadabra, Ghastly, Graveler, I think. So it should be on here, it's just a matter of finding it. Doesn't look like it, but I do think it has all 150. Because, nobody in 2016 with this came out. Oh, there it is. Oh, the green sprite just kind of shrugs, but that's alright, it's serviceable. Okay, thank you for using Constrict, the worst move in the game, and not Wrap, one of the most annoying moves in the game. It's not much of a difference between them, but I'm very thankful that chose to do that one instead. I mean, and when I say not much of a difference between them, I mean in execution. Focus Energy at level 36. Good job, Reki. No. You failure. Also, recently I was, I forgot what I was doing, but I was like, I was thinking about what Pokemon I haven't used in Gen 1, and I'm like, I've never used Machamp, and I'm like, idiot, you're using a Machamp right now. Okay, so are you ready for the Elite Four champion over here? I got a big haul, wanna go for it? Well, here's what all the build-up was about. Pyla Arcanine! Or just Magikarps. Okay, luckily I can one-shot these. Ooh, that one was a fast bugger. And again, I think the last one was going to be the tackle, but still. Speed is Magikarp's only good stat, I think. That and Lickitun's speed isn't really that stellar. Alrighty. There goes another. Another one down. And, you know, once again, no Arcanine. But he also bites the dust. And we are done. Darn Magikarp! I should have had 6 Arcanine, that would have worked. You want to know how if the fish are biting? No, because I don't need any more fish. Actually, that's a lie. I need to fish up 3 more Pokemon total. And then we are done fishing. But I definitely don't need a Sea King, so... No, go away. I've had enough of you. See, is he gonna switch it up again by having a Sea King first? And actually, that's the same team the other guy had. That's not original. I mean, he has more of them. I'm not giving you any points for that this time around. I'm gonna use Wrap to be an asshole. Yeah, how do you like them apples? No, 666 experience again. Did Golding give that regardless of level? So, this guy had the same gimmick as the other one, except he did it twice. Because more is better. It is for EXP grinding. Alright, no. Double no. Ugh. Actually, he didn't do it better. He just had 3 Sea Kings. And 1 Goldeen. Just wonder why you even bothered having the 1 Goldeen. Alright, dang! So, with that out of our system, switch Treefitty to the front. And surf on Treefitty. get this to happen. I cannot, whatever. Anyways, here we are back in Pallet Town, so, let's go see what, old Dad has to say. Oh, good to see you. How is your Pokédex coming? Here, let me take a look. Pokédex completion is 149 Pokemon seen and 145 owned. I have nothing left to say. You're the authority now. Oh, but I haven't even completed it yet. Like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go for my own ratings from now on, then. I don't need his crusty ass anymore. Move out of the way, Pidgey. I am the authority now. You gotta respect my authority. This very cheery music is not necessarily, the music that I would set my triumphant return to these parts to, but, you know what, I'll take it. Speaking of Pokemons, before we take on the final gym, which is here, let's break it up a little bit and talk to this guy. I must have dozed off in the sun. I had this dream about a drowsy eat in my dream. What's this? Where did this TM come from? This is spooky. Here, you can have the TM. And it is the TM for Dream Eater. I've considered giving to stuff, and I might actually give it to Engelhart. But we'll have to see about that, because that does require me to be using sleep. Which we all know that that's not really my jam. Oh, I just realized that was a stupid move. I can't do that. Hello, Nidoran. So it's a good thing that we're doing this now. Yeah, luckily there wasn't anything there that would stop me. Okay, so the good news is, there's only 2 Pokemon here. Both of which I need. The bad news is that one is significantly rarer, and it's not Poliwag. Level 5? With a Super Rod? I'd like to see you try. Oh, come on. Come on, Poliwag. You're in no position to turn me down now. Does it only have Bubble? Also, Poliwag I could have gotten in a lot of areas if I had the Good Rod, but I never picked up the Good Rod because of limited item storage. So, there we go, we got a Poliwag finally. Way overdue on that one. It's actually the only unevolved Pokemon that I still needed, so... Here we go. Poliwag, the tadpole Pokemon. The direction of its spiral on its belly differs in different areas. It's more adept at swimming than walking. Alright. Not gonna be the nickname. And let's actually switch the cheat to the front. The cheat! And let's hope that we can get the other thing to show up. You can probably guess what it is. It is not Poliwag. Ooh, this one is higher. This one is a higher level. Better watch out. Also, I will not find 2 on screen. I will catch the second one off screen. But I will find the first on screen, as is tradition. No, it is not a Poliwag. I think this is also one of the few areas where you can actually catch this thing. I actually thought it was in Viridian City too, but no, I think it's just here, which is kind of weird. Of course, I don't have Survey open anymore. Oh, wait, no, there it is. He was in my... It's either my recent tabs or something else. Yeah, Pika. Alrighty. No. It is 10%, okay. That's gonna suck. Eventually we'll find it though. It is only on Route 22 and 23. And it is more common on 23. You know what? Hold on. Let's say I'm not going to, but I have no reason not to do that. I can actually get pretty far on that route. I'm gonna show that off for no reason. Oh, that is the boulder badge. Go right ahead. Because I never actually did show this off before. You can pass here only if the Cascade badge. Oh, that is the Cascade badge. You can only pass here if you have the Thunder badge. And that is the Thunder badge. And then I just come here missing one of the early ones. But only if the Rainbow badge. And I do have that. So... we got a bite. It's still frickin' Poliwag. And it's an evolution level now. Okay, actually... I guess I have no reason to just do the stuff that I have to do here. But only if you have the Soul badge, and I do have it. Useless Island, I guess they meant to put a guy there. You can master only if the Marsh badge, which I do have. Which gives me access to this area. No. Okay. Oh, there is a volcano badge. Can I also get an encounter here, or do I have to get the final badge for that? Okay, there we go. Need arena. Okay, not what I'm looking for. There's one new encounter here. I think I might as well scoop it up while I'm here. In the past here, only have the Earth badge. You don't have the Earth badge yet. You have to get it to get to the Pokemon League. What do you think about that, Pikachu? Okay, apparently you love the idea of that. You wouldn't love it so much if I told you it was a ground type, Jim, you little dummy. It's funny because the cheat is right now is a striped green rabbit with 2 butts. Not right here, but on the overworld. Even though I guess it's technically not green, it just has a green stripe on it. It is the closest to what it's going to be to a striped green rabbit. Yankee. Close, but no cigar. Okay, I was about to say, I think there's like a decent patch of grass somewhere at least. Yeah, there is. It's right here. Very low encounter rate though. I guess they purposely set it that low. Also, here's something that I gotta discuss now. It's not relevant to this playthrough at all, but, in the newest remakes, the Let's Go games, they removed the Safari Zone and thus had to spread around its Pokemon, which for the most part isn't that big of a deal. There's a lot of stuff that gets moved to the Rock Tunnel, like it is in the Gen 2 games. And there's some stuff that gets moved to the routes inside Fuchsia, because that makes sense too. But the one exception to this rule is Execute and Exeggutor, which, for whatever reason they got into their frickin' minds, they put here. Which, I mean, I guess if it works like in this game, you can get here if you have 6 badges, but that's still a Pokemon that's level, like, you can only get it at level 44 or higher, which is ridiculous. Because again, as you can see, my Pokemon are in level 40 yet. I don't know. That was annoying to me and only me, because apparently I'm the only one who likes a regular Exeggutor. Even though you are wrong for only liking a little Exeggutor. I will literally fight people on the street about that one, by the way. Like, gameplay-wise, type-wise, it might be better, but anything else? No, definitely not. Don't care what you say. Anyways, yeah. Other than Exeggutor, the only Pokemon that you can get at a decent point in the game is, in those is frickin' Lickitung, which, like in Yellow, is in Cerulean Cave. Which, judging by my team in this game, Lickitung is another Pokemon that I like. So as if I didn't already think that those games were out to get me specifically, hello Primeape. You're what I'm looking for. Yeah, if I didn't think those games were already out to get me specifically, they made one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1 unobtainable, basically, and the other one is just at the very end of the game. That could apply to both of them, but shush. I meant non-post game. Okay, well that thing's locked in the rage forever now. Okay, can we get lucky and just nab it? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Caught a Primeape. I was supposed to say, do we get to listen to that beautiful noise the whole time? It stops being angry only when nobody else is around. To view this moment is very difficult. Yeah, because nobody has to be around. I guess if it doesn't notice you, then that's when you, strike, in quotes. Alright, Primeape. Who, unlike, Tentacruel, has the only good sprite in this game. In all other games, Primeape just kind of looks like it's exploding, or like mid-explosion. It looks kind of bad. But on this one's fine. Actually, it looks really good. In fact, it might look better than its Gen 2 sprite, even. Even though Gen 2 isn't bad, either. That's the thing with a lot of, Pokemon Yellow sprites, is that they seem to be really spot on, like, better than some of the later ones, even. Or the ones that came after it. I don't know what it is with the yellow art style, because sometimes it's a real misser. Like with Tentacruel, I don't really like that thing sprite. The second head on Weezing could be better, as we've discussed. But, it has its own set of memes attached to it, so that's fun. Yeah, there's some Pokemon that could be better, but a lot of them are very good. In fact, I'd argue that it's, out of all the Game Boy games at least, it has the best set of sprites. I mean, obviously, like, for the Kanto Pokemon, then. Because obviously, it has no sprites for the Johto Pokemon, so there's really no comparison there. But even some of the Johto ones look kind of weird in Gold and Silver. Like, if you compare the yellow sprites to the artwork, they're a lot closer than some of the Gen 2 Pokemon, at least in Gold and Silver. Because Crystal's also very good about that, so actually, it's probably Crystal and Yellow, and then probably Gold and Silver, and then Red and Blue, the American versions, or the Western versions, and then Red and Green, because as we all know, all those sprites are awful, even though I actually think some of them are pretty okay. There's not a lot of them. I'm once again gonna reach over and grab my 3DS here. And we're gonna comment on the ones that I think are okay. Snorlax is kind of cute. Nidorina looks fine. Coughing's pattern is actually correct, unlike frickin' Red and Blue. Electabuzz is pretty basic, but it's fine. Dragonite is definitely not fine. Clefable's alright. Onix is pretty good. Hello, Poliwhirl. Hitmonchan is a Togekiss watching Doduo take a shit. But, yeah, there's not a lot of really good ones, but there's some. Magmars is pretty good, for example. Staryu, I think, is pretty decent. More of this crap. No, I am not dealing with this. You are being caught right now. No, you didn't listen to me. Poliwhirl, you frickin' jerk. Fine. No. No. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to weaken it. I forgot. I already forgot about that. Thunk. I'll do another. There we go. Making that noise helped, clearly. Alrighty. On their attack, it uses its belly spiral to put this foe to sleep. Yeah, we freaking noticed that. Then it makes its escape, except it clearly didn't. Alright. I will try, like, 1 or 2 more times to get another one. If I don't, then we're going to move on with our lives. It saves me a trip going back here off screen, guys. Come on. Besides, I don't... that might be me, but, no, there's another one. I like videos to last, usually, because I have them on as background noise, for the most part. Even if they are, gameplay videos. I haven't really actually watched a gameplay video for gameplay in a very long time. But, yeah, I usually just have them on for background noise myself. But, in that sense, I guess there's no real reason to not want more video. But that's my opinion. You might have a different view on that. That's totally valid. Oh, Poliwhirl, you and your putting shit to sleep. This is the duology featuring Poliwhirl. The Poliwhirl Saga, if you will. God, now I know what to call these videos. Okay, there we go. Yay! Caught a Poliwhirl. No. Okay. So, we have one more thing to do before we're gonna end off this video. Okay, that was a picky door. I guess because there's only 2, but usually it's not picky about stuff like that. Alrighty. So one last little, I would say detour, but it's not so much a detour as it's a thing that I have to do. Because as we know, the current number of Pokemon that I've seen is a 149. Minus Mew, which is number 151, which I haven't encountered for obvious reasons. Or not so obvious reasons. Well, I guess I'll take the stronger one, that makes sense. But yeah, Mew is the only one that I'm missing. So, other than this one, so let's encounter Pokemon 150. And it's Poliwrath. Which I like, despite being possibly one of the worst evolutions, like, design-wise. It becomes bigger and angrier, but I love it anyways. Alright, so... Actually, I'm not gonna mess with my boxes. You've suffered through enough. Anyways, we have seen 150 Pokemon, and we own 149, which is technically inaccurate. I realized this off-screen after the last recording session, since, I'll show this off. I must have passed it. Yeah, the only Pokemon that I'm missing right now is Graveler. Which is pretty amazing in and of itself, but, it's technically inaccurate because for collection purposes, I am also missing Machoke, which I do have. I guess I'll read its thing right now, because I won't be seeing it on screen. The Bell runs its ways, hold back its energy. Without it, this Pokemon will be unstoppable. Holy shit. I need to get me one of those Machokes and rip its belt off. I think I'm gonna... I've ran myself into a corner with that one, so you know what? I'm just gonna end off here before I say some more embarrassing things. I'm gonna thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time when we are going to take on the final gym in the game. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye.